Epilogue. San Francisco, Earth. The Golden Gate Bridge loomed majestically over the sunlit waters below. Imogen Dare took in the view as she sat on a park bench overlooking the bay. It was a crisp fall afternoon, and she sipped on a hot latte, savoring the subtle flavoring. A man crossed the park and sat down beside her. "Sorry to keep you waiting," Admiral James Comac said. Snowy white hair, not a strand out of place, betrayed his years even as his trim, fit physique belied them. The insignia on his gold command tunic testified to his rank. A strategic planning session addressing the latest Romulan provocations ran over. "No worries," Dare said. "Gave me a chance to appreciate being back on Earth again." "Welcome home," Comac said, "and congratulations on the success of your assignment, despite some truly formidable obstacles." A note of sympathy entered his voice. "I trust you're recovered from the injuries you sustained in the line of duty?" "Very much so," she assured him, even as she cringed inwardly at the memory of the attack. She still had some bad moments remembering how close she'd come to being killed, but her Deltan counselor assured her that was to be expected and that she would eventually get past the trauma with time and therapy. "It's kind of you to ask." "Least I could do," he said stiffly. "Now then, about that other matter I asked you to observe. What's your take on Jim Kirk and his crew?" So much for small talk, Dare thought. Months ago, before Dare had departed Earth to rendezvous with the Enterprise, the Admiral had quietly approached her asking for a favor. With Kirk's 5-year mission drawing to a close, Starfleet Command was weighing its options as to how best to deploy Kirk and his senior officers after the Enterprise completed its assigned journey of discovery. In that context, Comac had asked her to discreetly observe Kirk and company in action, with an eye to figuring out their next postings. "Off the record," she reported, "the current crew of the Enterprise functions like an exceptionally well-tuned machine. At this point, they know each other's strengths and capabilities and rely on them without hesitation. Even after 5 years out on the frontier, none of the bridge crew or other senior officers struck me as bored or restless or ready to move on. I observed no festering personality conflicts nor slackening in discipline." She paused to finish off her latte as she collected her thoughts. This particular assignment threw any number of unexpected curveballs at them, including ambushes and abductions, assassination attempts and conspiracies, but they did their duty, with Captain Kirk stepping up after I landed in sickbay. A phantom pain stabbed her as she flashed back to the would-be assassin's spear piercing her body, but she didn't let it show. This unofficial meeting was not about her. "Your glowing assessment does not surprise me," Comac said, "but the question remains. Given the caliber and experience of Kirk's crew, would we be better off spreading that talent around by breaking them up and reassigning them to assorted other posts throughout Starfleet?" He peered out across the bay as though looking beyond today into tomorrow. "Judging from the official logs chronicling this recent assignment, the individual officers certainly seem more than capable of succeeding on their own if they have to." "True," she granted, "but what you lose by breaking up this crew is the superlative teamwork and camaraderie forged by 5 solid years of exploring the galaxy together while facing pretty much every challenge imaginable. That's an asset that Starfleet should think twice about tossing away." "Point taken." Comac's practiced poker face made it difficult to determine what he thought of her advice. "So your recommendation is that we should keep the Enterprise's present crew together? Perhaps even consider sending them off on a second 5-year mission?" Dare couldn't think of a better decision. Why mess with a good thing?